All right, what's up, everybody? It's BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, so now that the preseason's over, I have seen highlights of the game that I was referring to last night between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Sacramento Kings, and just wanted to kind of sound off on what I remember from those highlights. To be honest with you, the Lakers are still in a situation, as I said in the previous video, where because of the injuries that we've sustained in the preseason, we didn't get a chance to kind of see some of the things that maybe we were hoping to see. I think the Lakers would have much rather featured Malik Monk, THT, the young guys in this preseason, and unfortunately, we had to, you know, kind of run more of the older guys in this situation. But the one thing that I saw, thing that stood out to me in that game, that particular game, for myself, was Carmelo Anthony shooting. Really, that's what stood out. Carmelo Anthony is shooting the three ball exactly the way we wanted him to shoot, and he's starting to look a lot more like a star confidence level Carmelo Anthony than a role playing level confidence level Carmelo Anthony. I think maybe I'm just being naive because I'm a Laker fan and I'm really optimistic about what we're doing, but I think Carmelo Anthony fits so well on this team to you may have to start considering him as one of the big four. I know that's crazy. I'm not saying he's gonna make an all-star team this year or that he's gonna be most improved or six man. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is they're open shots for a Hall of Famer who shoots threes at a high clip historically. He is Carmelo Anthony. We don't have to give you any type of analogies or anything like that. He is a Hall of Famer. When you compare other guys, you're comparing them to him. Like that guy could be Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is Carmelo Anthony, and what I'm telling you is he's gonna get some of the most open shots he's ever had in his life. His whole life. He ain't been able to shoot this open since he was a child in New York shooting the ball. Since he was a child back east shooting the ball. This is how open he's going to be this year. And what I see is a guy who's taking his body more seriously. A guy who's come out of a humbling situation, but a serene ending to that humbling situation. He went to Portland, found his peace, found his game, found the respect from the people that need to believe in him being in the NBA. He got all that back. He didn't see no path to a championship a couple years ago. In fact, he probably didn't see a path to the league. And now he has an opportunity to the championship. And not only does he have an opportunity with the championship, but you top that off with it being a very, very good fit for his skill set. He'd have been cool just riding the bench in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? With no role. To just come in and be a role player. But that's not the circumstance in front of him. Carmelo Anthony has been given a golden opportunity that any Hall of Famer without a ring would want right before they retire. And that's an opportunity to be featured on a premier team with an opportunity to win a championship and to not be the focal point of what it is that team does. This is perfect. This is beyond perfect. This is catered for Carmelo Anthony. The situation that he's in seems like it was carved out by the heavenly gods for Carmelo Anthony. That's what it looks like to me. This is perfect for him. All he has to do is stay healthy. And that's not always in your control, of course, but the most important thing for him is to continue to work on his body, continue to get rest, you know what I mean, sleep at night, that kind of thing. Because when you're older, that's more about it. You got the game, you got no one's teaching you anything. You just got to take care of yourself. And I think Carmelo Anthony's in the midst of a good era of taking care of himself. I don't see any reason why he can't average 10 points for this team. And those are 10 key points. 10 very key points because they're going to be open shots that we're going to need him to make when the defense is collapsing on other players. So I'm looking at Carmelo Anthony. He was the one who stood out in that Sacramento Kings game. And all the players that were doing all the things that they were doing, it was his shooting that was like, yeah. Carmelo's ready to go. The role is ready for him. And he's going to play well in it, in my opinion. I don't see too much of a downside to having Carmelo this year. And so that's one thing that stood out. Obviously, LeBron James is ready to go. Nothing to really learn there. He's running the floor well. He's playing off the ball well. He's allowing Russell Westbrook to hold the ball and create something for himself. I like that. I think that's the best way to go. If at any time Russell Westbrook is acting too inconsistent from the point, we can always have LeBron take over. It's never nothing to sit Russell down and put the ball in LeBron's hands to stabilize everything. So that's the good thing about our dynamic. We do not live and die with any one player. If somebody's struggling, we sit somebody else down and we can have a facilitator on the floor to run the ball. for our team. So that dynamic is going to prove helpful, especially when Russell is struggling. So I felt Russell, bringing down the turnovers in the last game. I was encouraged by that. 3 turnovers in the last game. Hey, we want to see decrease. That's what it really comes down to. When you're struggling to that degree, I don't care that you just only get 1 turnover or no turnovers after struggling 2 games in a row when you can turn the ball over 9 times. A decrease in turnovers is exactly what I hope to see. And then from there, we can get to a point where we're stabilized. But while we're struggling, we just want to see the bleeding begin to stop. Go from 5 turnovers to 9 turnovers to 3. I don't know what it was, but it's decreasing, and I like that. That means that he's starting to slow down and just be patient. And another thing that I like to see is how frustrated he is when he's turning the ball over. So he's not going to let us know. When he gets in the media, he say it doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. But when I see him throw the ball up against the wall after turning the ball over and it turned into a couple points for the other team, it lets me know that he understands that he needs to hold himself accountable for that, and he needs to reel that in, and that all of this will be straight once he gets that taken care of. I think as long as he understands that and does that, we'll be fine. Slowing down, that's what it is. It's been hard for Russell Westbrook in my mind to slow down. All the years of his career, from the time he's in Oklahoma City, I think his intention was to play as a team. I think his hope is to make others better, because if it wasn't, he wouldn't average a triple-double, all these assists. His intention is to make good plays. I think his natural inclination is to be much faster than even his body wants to move. I think if Russell Westbrook was the Flash, I think his mind would be able to keep up with that, because that's how fast he appears to be moving to me. You know what I mean? He's fast as heck in real life, but I think his brain is like twice as fast as that. And I think it ends up getting him in trouble when he's trying to judge how fast others are moving. And that's what I've noticed. Cut and dry, he doesn't appear to have great natural feel for others as it pertains to how they're moving. Now, once he gets in a system and he gets used to what they're doing, and then it's second nature. He's systematic once he understands what he's doing. That's why it works so well with some of the players he's played with, like Steven Adams, because once he knows your style and once he gets it, he's got it. But in getting it off top, that's not his gift. He doesn't have that gift to where he can step on the floor, watch a guy for 5 minutes, and then kind of pace himself against that person. No, he's gonna mess up until he understands that after however long it takes. So that's just my own personal observation. I could very well be wrong, but that's what I'm gathering in some of the stuff that he's doing. He's just poor in terms of natural feel right away for others. Cause he's going too fast. He's barely, he's going fast himself. So it's like, if you're not moving with him, or because he's systematic in that way to where he's been playing with guys like Bradley Beal, he's still in that muscle memory of getting the ball to Bradley Beal in his spots. He's still in that muscle memory of getting the ball to whoever his other teammates were, maybe Denny Advija or something like that. He's used to that. So he's got to get used to playing with the guys he's playing with. But the good thing is, in regards to him, is Melo. He has strong chemistry with Carmelo Anthony from his time in Oklahoma City with him. They have their rituals. Melo knows his spots. He knows Melo's spots. So that they play off one another very well. Sort of like you'll see with Rondo and AD. They've had so much chemistry together. They've played with each other for so many years, even before this, to where it ain't going to be nothing for them to be able to connect right away. But as far as him, with other players, that has to be established. So yeah, that's just what I'm gathering. I just want to see Russell take his time, not beat himself up over the stuff like that, because we got a lot of basketball to figure all this out. So yeah, that's what I noticed, man. Yeah, Anthony Davis looking good, and for me, Anthony Davis, all I really want to see him do is just pace himself. Even to start the season, pace yourself. We got a long season. You're the most important player we have. Respect to LeBron James. Love you, bro. AD's the guy. AD's the guy. We need AD more than we need anybody else this season. It has nothing to do with historical respect or nothing. It just has to do with the structure of this team this year. Fact of the matter is, Russell Westbrook does give us LeBron James assurance in terms of our facilitating. That's what I said when I first heard that we had a chance of getting Russell. That was what I told all of you guys. Like, look, if Bron goes down, we should make it to the playoffs. Period. because Russell Westbrook is that great, Anthony Davis is that great, and they will play off each other that well. They'll get us there. What we need is Anthony Davis to stay healthy, because once Anthony Davis is removed from the situation, then you have a my turn, your turn situation with him and Westbrook that doesn't, in theory, ever work. It don't ever work. It only works when you have somebody to pull them away from one another. AD does that. So, as I've said to you guys a million times, I just think AD needs to be healthy. I don't care that he averages 35 points, some crazy stuff like 6 blocks. He don't have to do MVP numbers to make this a good situation for the Lakers. He just needs to get through every game healthy. Literally. The goal for every game for Anthony Davis throughout 82 is to end the game healthy. That's it. I don't care if he play well. I don't care if he don't. End healthy. Because at the end of the day, when the playoffs start, him being healthy will be enough for Russell Westbrook and LeBron James and our other shooters to push forward. But if he's hobbling going into the playoffs, or if he's not there in the playoffs, we'll be lucky to get out of the first round. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We'll be very lucky to get out of the first round. So that's how bad of a fit this is without Anthony Davis in my mind, and I'm not wavering from that. However, we do have some fantastic shooters. We do have some fantastic youthful guys in different situations, different roles rather. And I'm hopeful that will be enough youth to help us get through the season without Anthony Davis having to do too much. Because I got to tell you, I'm watching around some of the other teams, and it's youthfulness that's going to be plentiful everywhere we go. Every night, we're going to be running into guys that are a lot younger than us, and in some cases, that's going to translate to be faster and stronger. So they're going to be nights when we get our butts kicked. Doesn't necessarily mean, when I say butt kicked, that doesn't necessarily mean we're actually going to lose that game. It just means that we're going to get worn down. These older bodies are going to get worn down by younger bodies night in, night out, night in, night out. So we're going to have to use those young players. We're going to have to rest our guys. I know Brian don't believe in rest management, but this season it would be very wise for him to adapt to a little bit of that, because at the end of the day, every night, young guys, period. So that's what I got, man. That's what I got. Our team is looking good. From what I understand, I didn't hear how long he's going to be out, but Wayne Ellington is also going to be added to that injury report. I don't know what's going on there, but I just got that information right before I turned on the camera. So he, Malik Monk, and THT are all expect to miss time. How much? Not certain. We know that the other two have gone under the knife, but I'll figure it out. When I know, I'll let you guys know what's going on with Wayne Ellington. So he's out. So yeah, man, we're starting the season with a little bit of shooting gone. I mean, when you consider those two particular shooters, Wayne Ellington and Malik Monk, you're missing a lot with those guys. So hopefully we can get them back. They can come back healthy and get reacclimated to what we do, and we can get the ball rolling. So yeah, man, that's what I got. Video 44. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out.